What's up guys, it's Dono. So I got a question asking how to incorporate similes and metaphors into your freestyles, so that's what I'm gonna answer in this video. To start using similes and metaphors in your freestyles, first you gotta understand that this is gonna be a little bit more difficult. To come up with these kinds of complex poetic devices off the top of your head is gonna be tricky. So, like with anything else that you're trying to do when you freestyle, you really need to be able to do this skill without having the pressure of having to freestyle. So if you can't already write similes and metaphors, that's absolutely what you need to focus on. You need to understand these concepts in and out and be able to churn them out relatively quickly in writing. Here's a quick test to see if you are ready to start working on the freestyle aspect. If you were given a random word, or if you go get a random word, are you able to write a simile or a metaphor incorporating that word? If not, you really need to work on your pen game more. But if you can, then maybe you can think about starting to incorporate it into freestyles. So if you have that already taken care of, there's a couple of tricks I can show you, two tricks, one for similes and one for metaphors, to kind of get your brain primed into using these techniques. We'll start with similes. So the best way to kind of get yourself into the pattern of using similes in a freestyle is to lead yourself off, because similes kind of have a really similar structure. They use like or as. So if you're freestyling and you want to use something like this, you can say, I'm as good as blank, right? And that'll start pushing your mind towards these kinds of ideas. The easiest way to do this is to think of some type of an adjective and then use a comparison word, and that way you'll get yourself working. So let me kind of show you what I mean, because it's kind of hard to think of. I spit a few lines just to show you I could do it. I don't need to listen to anyone. I got the blueprint. I'm as good as Michael Jordan in his prime. So if you step to me, I'll make you look like a dime compared to a quarter. So basically what you do is you think of some type of adjective: good, awesome, funny. I'm as funny as, I'm funny like, you use those adjectives or those comparison words, and then let your brain try to fill in the end. Now, the first thing you're probably thinking is, if you use this technique, that there's gonna be a lot of pressure on you to kind of come up with a line, and that it's gonna be stressful and a little bit difficult. And that is probably true. It's probably going to be hard to come up with something that fills the rest of that line and sounds really good on the spot. Now, the nice thing is, to get something that's kind of close, it's pretty easy, right? I'm as good as chocolate, right? You could throw in anything you want at the end and it sounds okay. But to get something that's really clever, it's gonna be difficult. Like, you should be prepared to have to try several times and to practice before you really start getting different endings to these lines that sound good. All right, so that's essentially how you could use a simile lead. For a metaphor, you're basically going to do the same type of thing, but the pattern is slightly different. One of the easiest ways to lead yourself with a metaphor is to pick a noun and pick another noun and basically say those are the same thing. So a quick example is like, she was an angel, right? You call her an angel and then you try to follow up with that as much as you can. Now, if you've done some of my other drills, I have a freestyle drill where you pick up associations as quickly as possible, and that's what you focus on. If you've been doing that, the metaphor component's gonna be a little bit easier, right? You could say something like, I saw her standing there. She was such an angel. I had to get closer and figure out the angle. From where I was, I could see her sprouting some wings. She was always so nice. She only said nice things, something like that, where you kind of follow along with that and build up on that metaphor by using other related words. Now, again, this is gonna be difficult. It's gonna be hard to throw together a really, really nice metaphor on the spot, especially if you're not able to do it quickly in your writing. So this is something that's gonna take a lot of practice. So just to wrap it up, those are the two quick ideas I have for you. Lead yourself with similes, basically use an adjective and then a noun and smash those together with like or as. That'll help get your brain started. Or for a metaphor, you can basically pick two nouns and say that thing A is thing B, and then build on related words on top of that. Hopefully that helps you get a little bit more of these poetic techniques into your freestyle. That's all I've got for this video. As always, if you have any questions, comments, topics you want me to cover, throw them down in the box below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Beyond that, I've got a full 30-day how to rap course. I'll leave a coupon code down below. And I've got a website, rapbetter.com, where you can find some more free resources. That's it, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the videos. And if you have any questions, comments, or topics you want me to cover, leave them down in the box below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. See you next time.